Hey there, welcome to your reading for, this is for the rest of the year. I almost forgot what I was doing, but this is for whenever you watch it till the end of 2024. You have this orbiting space card. It says something or someone is orbiting you, wanting to make its presence known. You have this helping hand card. It says the universe is helping you find something you need that will lead you to the next step. I really like that. And look at this, Scorpio. You have love right here. So there definitely could be a person that is like in your energy field or that is, kind of like around you in some way. So if you want love, then this could be the year. Hell yes, definitely could be the year that you discover a person that could be a really good person for you. So let's see where this is going. You have the Page of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Again, if you do want love, and you have this, you cannot make this up. You have this love card here, Scorpio. Looks really good. The Knight of Wands would kind of say that you need to, go explore to find love. The Knight of Wands is really like an explorer. He's really looking to get out there and meet new people, have a good time. And that's the other thing that I would say about the Knight of Wands as well, is that he kind of goes out to have fun. He wants to go enjoy himself. This is why I tell people get off of Tinder, because it's I think everybody, here's the thing that I want to say, right? If you're looking for love and you truly want love, you have to use everything at your disposal. It's you have to be online and you have to put yourself out online. That doesn't mean you have to actually use it, but I am convinced that if you are not online, you are basically telling the universe you don't want love. Because if you're online, then you're telling the universe, I'm willing to find love in any way that it could possibly come to me. So I always tell people, even if you don't want to meet people online, I don't care. Create a profile and put it out there if you really want love, because you're telling the universe that you're serious, that you actually want it. So, that's the first rule. The second thing is here's the thing about Tinder, is that you're basically meeting people who just go like this all day long. So it's is that the type of person you want? Probably not. So I always tell people, go do something, go get a hobby, go learn how to go, rock climbing or take a karate class or something, because then when you meet a person in those circumstances, you're meeting a person who actually does stuff, right? So, am I against Tinder? Totally. No, I know plenty of people that have gotten married. The lovely Bonnie, her daughter met a guy on Tinder who is amazing, and they met on Tinder, right? So it's totally possible. But I also think that people should be going and doing things, because that's how you meet a person that actually does stuff. That's just not on the toilet, swiping left and right all day. Next, you have the, first I should say, you have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, definitely could be a water sign that you're attracting. I would say this is either a water or fire sign, because you have water and fire showing up here. It could be a person who has a mixture of both, or you could have a mixture of both. Take it how it resonates. But I definitely feel that there is an admirer coming in for you here. I kind of feel like some of you either you have already been fantasizing about this person, or this person has basically already been fantasizing about you. I don't know which side it's coming from, but I think one or the other. So definitely could be attracting a new person. I think that there will be a lot of fantasy type stuff going on with this person. But again, it's really popping into my head that this is a fun person. It's I don't think this is a person who's just kind of like a loaf, doing nothing all day. I think this person, they either do stuff or they're busy or something. I feel more movement here with this person, which normally I wouldn't get on a Page of Cups, because Page of Cups is usually pretty lazy, right? But I do feel like this is a person who does stuff. You have the Seven of Wands. I do feel like this person has certain boundaries up. It's kind of funny because I see it in my head that this person is guarded by a castle. I don't even know what the hell that means, right? But it's kind of popping into my head that it might be a little bit hard to get to this person, but I don't think this is a bad thing either. It's kind of the example I always give is imagine you wanted to date your boss, right? It's obviously you probably couldn't date your boss. It's giving me those vibes. So where maybe there's a barrier or something like that to get through to this person. I'm not sure. I think you will break through to this person, because you have the Judgment card, you have the King of Cups. It's they're showing up as they are, not just the Page of Cups, right? And you have the Eight of Pentacles. So it might require a little bit of work, but I'm wondering, again, I get this feeling of a lot of movement with this person. So maybe this person is just very busy, right? And so it's hard to, get them to yourself or something like that at first. And I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing, because again, I feel like this person actually does something with their life. It's not a boring person, right? So that's kind of the feeling I get there. With the Page of Cups, you have the Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer shores, moving towards improvements. This person, it could also be hard to reach, like if this is a person for you, because maybe they are leaving something behind, or maybe they are just kind of like creating more calmer shores in their life. And so I kind of feel that. I also feel like you could be moving to calmer shores as well, Scorpio. If you've been going through any challenges or difficulties, I feel like you are waking up to something, because we have the Judgment card with the Wheel of Fortune. And then the Wheel of Fortune goes up to the Sun from the Nine of Cups, which is, total fulfillment. So I think that if you are personally thinking of making changes that you're hoping will improve your life, the answer is yes. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Death card, you, showing up here. This could say that you are the person that has boundaries up. I also feel that this could be saying that you are the person that will break through this person's boundaries. So again, wouldn't even worry about it. I don't think, it's not like you're meeting a person that just like won't talk to you. It's like, that's not what I'm saying with boundaries, right? I think you're maybe meeting a person that just doesn't give you 1,000% attention, right? Right up front. Like, I feel like this person, it's like they're legitimately maybe busy in their life. They have like their own stuff going on, and they're just not going to like give you attention 12 hours a day, right? And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think like getting into a relationship where it's like you talk 24/7, I don't necessarily think that's healthy either, right? It's like, I think we need space. We need to do our own thing. We need time to imagine and kind of be in the fantasy of the relationship as well. And so again, I think this could actually be pretty well balanced. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Four of Cups. Yeah, maybe this person, it's kind of funny as well, that, maybe this person kind of doesn't, like, I'm not saying that they're not going to take the relationship seriously at first, but I just think that they are waiting for the correct ingredients to show up. This could also be you. It's like maybe you are just deciding that you're not going to rush into something. You'll let someone, show you that they're going to put in the work, which means you also have to put in the work as well. But, I think going up to the Eight of Pentacles, you're just going to kind of see how they react to your energy, and you're just going to go from there, right? Eight of Pentacles is like looking at the result that you get when you put energy into something. So trust me, I get tons of comments from people that are like, oh, I'm going to wait to see how much work they put in and everything like that. I'm like, well, you have to do that too then, because then you're creating an imbalanced situation if you don't do anything, right? Especially if this is a new person. It cracks me up when people say stuff like that. I'm like, okay, you're basically punishing a new person for something they didn't do. Good luck with that. See how that works out for you. It's going to go great. Next in the area of the good stuff, you have this Revisit card and this Commit card. What do you know? So definitely commitment. Sorry for those of you that don't want love, but this reading is like all about love. And so definitely could be a new commitment that's coming in for you. I feel like the Revisit card is saying you're revisiting the idea of having a commitment with a person. I do also feel for those of you that don't want love, you could be committing to the Sun. Again, that kind of looks like the Sun on that Commit card there, and you end with the Sun. The Sun is basically something that your heart is telling you to do. So, how would you take this reading if you don't want love? I would say if you don't want love, it's saying, move towards your heart. The Sun is something that brings joy, happiness, fulfillment, love into your life, like the feelings of love, right? And your very first card is the King of Cups. So if you don't want love, this would say that you have explored your emotions, or you have explored how you feel about something to a very deep level. And now you can get to work on something that makes you feel good, right? And this could be like a project, a business, something that you commit your heart to. And I think that we are in a heart-based time, especially you fixed signs. I'm telling you right now, if I were a fixed sign, I wish I was. I have very little fixed energy in my chart, but I wish I did because I think that the fixed signs could really, really benefit from working on heart-based things. So again, even if you don't have love or don't want love, this would say commit to something that your heart is committed to, because it will be very successful. I also feel this could be a King of Cups type person coming in for you, someone who is very heart-based, someone who is very connected to their heart and their feelings. You have the Judgment card. I do feel like you are waking up to your purpose as well. Again, we have the Sun. The Sun, and we also have this card that looks like the Sun, but the Sun shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to in life. It kind of shines a light on things that matter in our life as well. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here and the Judgment card, that you could be moving more towards your purpose. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny, but it's your destiny as you see it. It is like your personal vision for your life. So I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like you are literally creating your vision for your life. You have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups would represent like total fulfillment, happiness, or wish fulfillment. So again, if you're making a wish to have a person, I feel like this could be you literally attracting a person. I always tell people, like, don't try to attract a specific person, like as in a person, like a person that you can see, right? I always tell people to like go more broad. I think that if we try to go too specific on a person, like, oh, I need to date Jerry, that's like the only person I can have. It's like when we do that, we're kind of limiting ourselves because, like, what if there's something better, right? Or what if the right person isn't that person? Or what if Jerry sleeps with his socks on or something weird like that, right? It's like you don't know that until you're into the connection. So, Jerry might not be as good as you think. And I feel like this is saying, go. But what I feel like this is saying is that you do have your eye on a specific person, and it could be that person. With the King of Cups, you have the King of Cups. So basically, the universe saying I meant what I said. With the Judgment card, you have the Strength card. I kind of feel like this is why this reading is saying that you're receiving something, because you have done the work. The Strength card, she has to be strong. She is taming that lion. That lion is submitting to her. And, it kind of represents the fact that she has done enough work on herself. And the lion represents her inner beast, her inner critic, her inner voice. And because she's done the work, she's getting something that she wants. So there you go. Could also be a Leo that you're attracting. You have 2 cards of Leo here. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing, but really, the Seven of Swords is meant to be a good card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be positive no matter what. And the Seven of Swords can represent, walking away from something that no longer serves you, or it can represent stealing the swords from that army in the background. Really, it's a card of tactics and doing something differently. So again, if there is a person that is hard to get to, like we talked about, I feel like you could be discovering a way to kind of like approach a person that might be hard to reach or whatever, or maybe you need to flirt with your boss or whatever the case may be. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Moon card. It says you will be guided through dark times. You have this Love card. It says true love and fidelity. The whole entire reading is basically about love. If you are experiencing any darkness, which I actually don't think you are, I think you just need to follow the sun with that sun card showing up at the end. So I'm not even worried about the darkness. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles is about diligent work. The Eight of Pentacles is about putting work into one thing. It's kind of like focused, diligent work to get a result. So whatever you're working on, I feel, as long as you stay focused, will be very successful. And I do feel like some of you, have a project or something that you do love, that you really want to see be successful. And I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is saying, like, working on it for a certain period of time every single day will make it work. So, keep putting the work in. Eight of Pentacles is also my card of material success on the horizon. So I feel like there could literally be more money coming in based off of what you work on. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like your fortunes are turning in your favor here, or something is kind of like turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. You show up right here on the Wheel of Fortune as the Phoenix or the Eagle. Traditionally, Scorpio was the Phoenix or the Eagle. So I think that for a lot of you, this is also saying that, you're just showing up in the reading. You have the Queen of Wands as well. I feel like the Queen of Wands is saying you're very attractive at this time. Doesn't matter what gender you are. The Queen of Wands is a card of seduction. So again, if you are, maybe you're trying to seduce your boss, and I feel like it will work, so go for it. Or it doesn't have to be your boss, it could just be a person, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is about blessings. Kind of makes me feel like the Eight of Pentacles is saying you're receiving a gift from the universe based off of the work that you've done in your life. So this could be like a gift. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands says don't give up, especially for those of you that are trying to create a turnaround. I kind of do feel like this part of the reading is talking about like an idea or a business or a career that you've been trying to create a turnaround in. And I feel like the Nine of Wands is saying keep experimenting, keep trying new things. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords. This would be like a victory or a success. The whole entire reading is like one big victory, so love it. Next, in the area of the good stuff, You have this Moonbeams card. It says focus on it. Yes, I think it's an amazing time for you to focus. Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. That is like laser-like focus, being very, very focused on the tasks that you're doing, the things that you're working on, and removing all distraction. I think if you do that, you'll get way better results. You have this Exalted Moon card. It says self-regulation. I do feel like you're going to have to regulate yourself. Like, if you meet a person, it's like maybe you want to talk to this person 24/7. Like, it's funny that I said that earlier. And, I feel like this is saying regulate yourself. Don't talk to the person 24/7. Allow them to do whatever they're doing during the day and all that other stuff. Because I kind of got this feeling that you will want to be with this person. I feel like you will be with this person 24/7 at a certain point. But I think, like, at the beginning, I think this person, maybe I said that because it's like maybe you're attracting a person who will freak out if you're, like, trying to be all over them 24/7, right? So I think if you kind of like allow it to get to that point, that would be much better. You have the Sun, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. The Sun, of course, is ultimate happiness. So I think that there will be a lot of happiness, joy, good things coming in for you at this time. I really feel like the sun is shining on you. I think that, it's kind of like the universe is giving you that little boost of sun energy, and it's making you feel more motivated, like you can be successful and do the things you need to do. You have the Three of Cups, which, Three of Cups can represent a separation or celebration or happiness. These three ladies are celebrating a harvest. And again, for those of you that have been working on a project, Eight of Pentacles to the Three of Cups, I think that there could be a celebration of a harvest. You have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords in the good stuff would say that you are ending a negative cycle. So if you've been experiencing a negative cycle in your finances or in regards to your money, I feel that obviously this could be what's changing for you. You are entering into a much better time financially, and I feel that, or you're entering into a much better time where you're not repeating mistakes. So it's almost like this reading is saying that you are entering into a positive cycle, which obviously would be a good thing. With the Sun, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success and quick conclusion. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could be finding success rather quickly on something that you are working on or creating, and obviously that would be a good thing. With the Three of Cups, you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can represent like conflict or competition. I actually kind of feel like if you're attracting love, by the way, you could be attracting a person where there is a lot of competition for the person. So again, this could be like one of those connections where the person, like a lot of people desire this person. Again, I kind of feel like this person doesn't care. Like look at this person's face, right? The King of Cups does not give two whats, right? I feel like you're attracting a person who is very like driven, focused. It's like I feel like they really are more focused on doing their own thing in life, and I think that you are attracting a person where it's like they look at relationships as a complement to their life. It's like this person probably will not make you the center of their universe, and I mean that in a good way. It's like I think it's creepy like when you get into a relationship with a person who's like basically kissing your feet every single day, right? Kind of weird. So I think that this is a person where it's like, hey, you want to jump on this train and go for the ride, great, but if not, I feel like they're just still going. So that's like the type of energy I get there. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords says you see clearly now, especially going with the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is a cycle. The Nine of Swords can represent repeating a cycle. But the Nine of Swords is coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you finally see like how to avoid toxic cycles with the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And it's like you're starting a positive cycle. You have this inspiration card. We see a lot of inspiration in this reading. You have the commit card. You have that sun card. A lot of inspirational energy. I believe that we're in a time of inspiration where we need to move. If something is inspirational to us, we should probably move towards it. Meaning, like if we see someone doing something that we think is really cool, maybe we should try it, right? Because that is inspiration. If we kind of like see someone who's doing the same business that we're doing and they're doing cool stuff, maybe we should try it. And that's what the inspiration card says, but we're in a time of inspiration. So there you go. You have another card of inspiration, basically. You have this vision card. The Wheel of Fortune is really about taking control of your destiny, but because your destiny is your personal vision for your life, and then you go to the sun. So I think that you need to have an idea of what you're working towards. One thing I will say, and I say to everyone, is Pluto and Aquarius, right? Pluto goes into Aquarius officially in November, and that is like the star card, having a North Star, having like one big vision that you work towards. It doesn't mean you have to accomplish it, right? I actually encourage people, I'm like, take your dream, multiply it by 1,000, because we have Neptune and Pisces as well. Neptune and Pisces is like the big impossible dream. And it doesn't mean that you're going to get that 1,000x dream, but if you get 10 times better or 100 times better than what you originally wanted, that would be pretty awesome. So I think now is a time to dream big. Also 12-12, by the way, 12-12. So 12-12 could be an important number for you. You have this health card. Yeah, we are definitely, I think that at the end of the year, we definitely need to watch our health. So make sure to stay healthy. You have this detachment card. Again, I think that detaching from outcome of a relationship would be a good idea. So if you're meeting a person, seeing how it goes, matching the energy, that is going to lead to the best result. And finally, you have this lust card. Yes, like I said, I feel like you're going to want to be with this person 24/7. I think that there's going to be a lot of desire, very fiery, passionate connection. So, go for it, Scorpio. But that looks really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.